Heyo, it's Chris, aka Rufotris Rooted Rockhound, and welcome to my channel. So today we're gonna get back into some lapidary stuff. It's been a little while since I've polished any rocks on my channel, and in fact, it's been an entire month and then some since I've even touched my flat lap machine, which is right here. So you know what? Let's get on here and let's show you what I already started and forgot to start filming today. So for those who are new to my channel, I use the high-tech diamond flat lap here, and it recently got a makeover with a few added stickers. You know, I thought Geodcracker had sent me a sticker, but I couldn't find one to put on here. I'll have to have him send me another one. But anyway, the high-tech diamond flat lap. It is this that you see here. It uses these interchangeable wheels that move up from a thick, coarse grit up to a very fine grit. That last wheel back there is 3000 grit, as where this front one is a 60 grit. So you work up to the higher number to get a finer and finer polish on the stones. Right now, I've got the 180 wheel on there so that I can continue to shape up these moss agates, which I'll get shown you in just a minute. But I hadn't been on my wheel since December 16th, and it is now January 26th. But these were some ones that I had started back then, and I'll explain later why they've got some Sharpie on them when we get to these pieces and I finish them up. But yeah, just wanted to show those off for just a moment, some ones that I started. Let's get into it. I'm gonna shape these up, and then once I finish shaping them up, I'll actually show you a little more in detail. But look at the awesome details in that revealed by the light. And you can see just shaping it up, it doesn't show near as much. But I'm getting a girdle on them, getting a dome formed, and just watching a little TV in the background, but starting to dome these pieces out. And once I get that done, I'll bring y'all in to check them out. But you can see that one still needs a dome. It's got a flat top. This one's actually a really pretty agate. Nice banding in there. But yeah, this is some long needed time on the wheel for me. It is just like therapy for the brain. I love it. And yeah, I'm gonna put these ones off to the side so I don't contaminate them on the grinding, like debris from the grinding wheel. And I'll get into shaping these. Like I said, as soon as I'm done with that, I'll bring you in to look at them a little closer and I'll describe what they all are. So I'll see you in just a moment. And I do realize a lot of new people are joining my channel. I just put my headphones in, so if it sounds weird, I'm sorry for that. But yes, I always use safety gear, especially on these grinding wheels. It is no joke. Silicosis of the lungs is a real issue. I use a respirator and goggles or glasses of some sort, especially on all the shaping wheels. Once I move up to the starting polishing wheels, I still wear my mask, but I do tend to take the glasses off because no chips or debris usually fly off, though it is a possibility, so it's something to always think about. Protection. Safety first. Get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty, so I just finished shaping all these up. And now that they're shaped, let's go ahead and take a look at them. I like this one quite a bit. It's got some very nice banding in there, and then it's got just great mossiness too. Check that out with the light behind it. And of course, we will look at these in the black light. I may not get it out right now, maybe when I'm done polishing them up. But look at those weird little details in there. Oh, look at the little speckles in the banding. Oh, that one's really cool in the macro. I left a little druzy on top. I didn't want to remove more, so I left a little bit of druzy there and there. Could have made it much smaller, but you know, I'd have to grind all the way down in there to get rid of all that matrix with druzy. I thought it looked fine like this. It's got about an 11-degree angle bezel or so. I'm doing that now on all my pieces so they're easier to set. For anyone who wants to set them, oops. You can see how they come in a touch now. I'm eyeballing it, so you know they're not perfect, but they are much better for setting now. Look at the mossiness on that one. That one's gonna be really cool. Because it is a moss, there is quite a bit of pitting, but it should be all right. Look at it wet, the way it looks. It's a crazy material. Love that mossiness. All right. And this one's got a kind of carnelian moss. Not kind of, it is, rather. Nice mossy carnelian. That one's beautiful. It's got some little botryoidal growths down in there. So if we look at that, little globular kind of botryoidal cavities in there. Again, slightly angled. I need to even that out on the next wheel. These ones are not normal cabs because they got a druzy top. Not sure, they could just be little displays. But I left the little crystally top on those. And then the last two that I started shaping up today is another, I mean, they're both more mosses. But one of them's another piece off of the carnelian slab. Whoa, I didn't notice that. Look at that. It's like porphyry. It's got a porphyritic growth in there. Although I'm sure it's something else, and it looks like porphyry, but being that it's in agate, I'd have to guess that it's something else. That's wild. Look at that. Mossy carnelian agate with some sort of porphyritic crystal growth. Just jumping in here. The reason I'm saying it's similar to, looks like porphyritic, but it's not porphyry, is because porphyry is, you know, feldspar crystals that cool in an igneous rock. Igneous magma, as it's cooling, can form little feldspar crystals that look a lot like that. But I mean, this is an agate, not an igneous lava that like cooled. Or maybe it was, and there's a mix of agate and igneous rock? This might need a closer investigation. I need a microscope. That's wild. That one's very unique. A lot of pitting on the surface, but I wanted to get into it just because of the color and the moss, but I had no idea that was in there. That didn't show up till I shaped it. I mean, I think this one might be off the same as slab. I don't see any in this. Strange. Still good moss in that. Anyway, so there's those. That's what I'm gonna finish shaping up here. And then we'll get into the polishing. And when we get to the end of these, I'll throw these in the mix and we'll polish them all up together. Now, this one's going out to Angie. She joined my highest level Patreon tier. That one's going out to her. This is one that she sent me. Oh wait, I believe this was from Angie. It's the tourmaline in the quartz. The Sharpie makes it hard to see, but big chunk of the tourmaline right there going right into it. Right through it there. There you go, you see the tourmaline crystal inside of it? Oh, that's gonna look great on the macro. Yeah, you can see those tourmaline needles going in. Look just past the Sharpie. Anyway, that one's gonna look awesome. Here's another mossy one, the picture agate. And as I said, I was gonna let you all know, for those who don't know why we do the Sharpie, it helps you make sure you didn't miss any spots when you're moving on to the next wheel. Because when you move between the grit levels on these wheels, it can be really easy to miss a spot, especially on a big flat surface like this. See, it's rounded on the edges, but see how flat it is there on the center? Get a good reflection going right now of that light. And those spots can be pretty easy to miss in between the wheels. So doing the Sharpie, you make sure all the Sharpie is gone before moving on from the wheel. I always go till all the Sharpie's gone plus a little bit more in each area, just to make sure we've got it all. Anyway, these ones aren't even up to the fine polish yet. They've got a really good shine on them. But they've still got the 3,000 grit wheel to go, and then the 14,000 grit polish, and optionally the 50,000 grit polish. So those might be really shiny when we're done. But unfortunately for me, I'm gonna have to come back to this tomorrow and finish up. I might even do some of it live, but for you guys, it's really gonna be this next scene. We're just gonna go right to me finishing it. But I have to get going to my class now, so my polishing has ended for today. I get to go to my printing art class, work on some of my print stuff. I'm gonna do a linoleum cut today, modify that owl one I did before. I'm gonna finally put the moon on it. I was waiting till I took the part 2 class to continue that stuff. So anyway, I'll see y'all in 2 seconds to continue with those stones, but I'm gonna head off to art class now. So that was all on Thursday. The next day, Friday, I went live on YouTube and I finished up all of the pieces up to the 3,000 grit wheel live on my channel. So go up there. Was it up there? Somewhere up there. There's a little link that's gonna pop up, and that is the live video. So if you wanna check that out after this or something, I don't know, go watch the live chat though. That's where it's always fun. My live streams look and seem a little weird if you're watching them after and you don't see the live chat, because it seems like I'm talking to myself, but there is a live chat replay and you can see everything everyone said. And next time join in if you can make it. It's just always fun to chat with people. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the results after the live. All right, so enjoy the music. I went back and I repolished these and got them up to the 50,000 grit polish. So let's just have a look at them and enjoy some tunes.